Oh yes, raining hard. Saturday. Oh my God, I've got to charge me watch up. Is it the 10th of April? Bless your hearts. Nice to see you all. I do believe that the old boy passed away yesterday, didn't he? On the 9th, age 99. Let you figure that one out. Nice to see you all. We're going to be chatting about a few bits and bobs. It's all going off in Ireland. It is kicking right up in Ireland, let me tell you. Where you been? Harry, I've been everywhere. People say to me, where you been, Davis? I've been everywhere. Walking miracle. Walking miracle. I'm a natural born piss taker. All right. And most of the time, unless it's really hurtful, people talk about me. I love it. Because I feel, we're a nation of snowflakes now. Oh, you can't say this, or you can't say that. Oh, you're offensive. I'm like, really? Wow. What's happened to us? Do you know what I mean? Claire Harris. All right, sweetheart. Oh, Claire Johnson. Sorry. Got my glasses back on. Claire Johnson. I'm loving your profile picture. Funnily enough, strangely enough, right? I think that the Trump bus, you ain't seen nothing yet. I tell you, he left that White House with a bit of a smirk on his face, didn't he? And I'm just like, there's something up Trump's sleeve. I don't know what it is, how he's doing it, but there's something going on right now. I haven't, Laura, no, because I'm going off grid. I'm not feeding energy back into the grid. I'm coming off grid. So it means disconnect from the road. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. We love you, Dave. Sarah Harvey, love you too, darling. Hope you're well. Merv. Hey, yes, saucy monkey. How are you? Sarah, thanks for your adoration, darling. I'll take that with the grace it was given. Paul Anthony French, just have a little roll call. Raj Barley, hello, darling. How are you? Hope life treating you really, really well. Harry Knapp makes you laugh. Where you been? I've been everywhere, son. I've been everywhere. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on in Ireland, but I don't think it's sectarian. I don't think it's the Orangemen against the Catholics, because in Ireland, all the trouble is Protestants and Catholics. Mate, honestly, religion, if I could get religion and throw it in the bin, right, I would, because it's a dogma. Religion is a dogma. Did you see the he was Polish, I think, and he grew up in a communist bloc by the Russians. He's now a pastor in Canada. I think he's in Alberta, beautiful part of the world, Alberta, Canada, beautiful, beautiful part of the world. And when I watched him kick these coppers out of his church, I'm thinking into the back of my mind that somehow I'm going to know this dude, and I'm going to know someone in Canada that knows him because of the way that he was talking and the passion that he come with. And lo and behold, I was right. My gorgeous friend Edward J. Bellinger, who's a Canadian dude, well worth looking up and subscribing to his channel on YouTube. Let me tell you, Edward J. Bellinger, an absolute beautiful, beautiful soul. He knows him. And he told me, he said, this pastor's name's Arthur. Well, because he grew up in the Western communistic bloc, he knows what fascism is because he grew up in it. And he said back in the day when it was communist, he said the Polish police had a saying, give us the man and we'll plant something on him, make him guilty. And that's where we're going in this country. We've got to be really careful. But this pastor with so much vigor, he told them to get out of his church on Easter Sunday, the day of rising. He told, and I personally think the Christian community is being decimated, right? But it's only being decimated because we're allowing it to be decimated. Yeah? So we can't allow that. We've really got to stop allowing this stuff, because once you've got rid of all your Christianity and all the other bits, all you're left with is the state. And you've got to be really careful you don't end up there, because that's really dangerous. But anyway, this pastor on his own, there was about 8 Canadian coppers there with all guns. They've got anal beads. They've got all the CS spray. They've got the lubrication for the beads. They've got everything, right? He kicked them out. Get out. He's going, get out, Nazis. Get out, right? And you might think, right, by him calling them Nazis, it was a bit uncalled for, Dave. Oh, what? Mate, you're right. He knows. He's seen it. Why? Because he lived in it. He lived in communism. He lived in it with the servants, had all the guns, the weapons, and were bashing the Jesus out of you. So praise to that man for that lion, that roar. Get out of this building now. And he chased them out onto the pavement. They got in their cars. He's going, get out and don't come back, you Nazis. Who do you think you are? Mate, I'm telling you, fair play to him. I salute you. These cops in the church were pasteurised. Yeah, they were pasteurised. They were. Harry Nat, that's so funny. Harry Nat. You got any relation to Harry Redknapp there, gorgeous? Pastor Big Bollocks, says Truth Seeker. Yeah, Pastor Big Bollocks, mate. Let me tell you. I like people that roar. I like people that stand up in the spirit and don't take no shit. And he obviously weren't worried about the consequences coming his way. He smashed it. Also, crypto mining takes a lot of Ilecki, but makes a fine coin. Bosh. Yeah, with me, Lauren, it's off-grid. I'm getting off-grid inverter coming in the post. With all the other solar that I've got, 12 kilowatts, I'll pretty much go all year round, I reckon, with all my big batteries that I've got now. So, yes, it's going to be all good. I'm going to have that sorted out in about the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'll be completely off-grid. Can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Harry Knapp says, right, he's making a bold statement here. Lovely to see you, Harry. I don't know if this is the first time. I do believe your profile picture's daffodils. I'm loving that. Let me go back down through the comments because your comment here I need to read out. Hang on, let me see. Let me get on my side chat. Harry saying, I don't have a TV and I don't listen to the MSM news. He said, I served 2 years in Northern Ireland in the 70s. What's happening there, bud? So I take it you're an ex-military man. God, our poor military people, the way they'd be treated when they get kicked out of the army or they leave the army. We're letting them die on the streets, man. We're taking their sleeping bags away. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. And of course, the Duke he's just passed. In 1988, someone said to him, Dukey, like, when you die, what would you like to come back as? Like, be reincarnated? And I think the individual that was asking him this question was asking it because they'd think to themselves, well, the Duke, he's an illuminated individual. He's obviously of God's kind because that's who the royal people are supposed to be. It must have been shock and horror when he turned around and went. He said, well, actually, I'd like to come back as a killer virus, he said, and take half of humanity away because they're sick. Like, and I'm like, man. So he could be the third wave. Could be the third. Look, I've got no time for the royals for this respect. They care not for me. I care not for them. If they cared about me and cared about my family, my welfare and everything like that, different story. I'd be like, yeah, all praise the prince. But when they turn a blind eye and just mug us, they basically put their hands in our pockets against our will. I don't like that. I think it's got to stop. So, yeah, he's coming back as a virus. The Irish thing, there's a lot of aggro going on at the minute in Ireland. And Marky Mark from Windows of the World, Mark Windows, beautiful man, was interviewing a big Irish geezer last night. And I did have some issues with understanding the lingo because I am ex-South London and we talk a bit quick and I'm used to that vibration on my eardrum. When I hear someone that's really broad Irish, I normally have to get a translator in, bless them. Loving it. I'm only taking the piss, by the way, for anyone who comes over and wants to put any Semtex up in the exhaust pipe. So the Irish have always had a little bit of bother out there, haven't they? I mean, we tried to starve them out years ago with the potato famine. Didn't work. They survived that. And they obviously want a little bit of kickback, the Knightsbridge bombing, the IRA, da-da-da-da-da. And the IRA's been around for a long time. But the IRA now, Sinn Féin's turned into a political organisation. You've got to question what the fuck that's all about. Why would you have terrorists having a political organisation? They bomb their way into politics, right? Pretty much. And I use these words loosely because I just think the truth ought to be told. We shouldn't be suppressed. So I don't know what's going on in Ireland. I wish them well. I would suggest that this isn't an issue between the divides between the north and the south. I could be wrong. I mean, if anyone lives in Ireland, God bless them all. Yeah, maybe let me know. But I know that Ireland at the moment, this week, they've been smashing the bejesus out the old bill. Absolutely giving the old bill some proper royal bollocks out there. They really have. Amazing the people worshiping this field it, yet mugs us right off. Yeah, I think people have like a cognitive dissonance, you know. When Prince Philip must have said, or the Duke of whatever his name is, said all these things in 1988, and it went out in the arena, in the public arena with the hyenas. I think people probably would have heard it, but just turned it all off. A bit like Savile turning a blind eye to what Jimmy Savile and all that lot got up to. You know, they knew it was going on. There was a prison officer years ago on a Panorama drama documentary on about Jimmy Savile, saint or sinner. And what happened was this guard said, we knew what Jimmy was up to, but none of us spoke out about it. I'm like, that's just wrong. Like, I'd have to say so. I'd have to call Jimmy, you're a pedo. You need to go to the gallows, son. What's going on? I've got no time for all that stuff. PW, how you going, son? Don't talk to me about Philip. I'm on a 3-day ban. You're on a 3-day ban, son? I'll wear it, son. Wear it like a badge of honor. I'm telling you. Amazing. Sarah Harvey, 100% big lover. Love you, Sarah. Gorgeous profile picture. Is that your daughter you got up there on your old screen now? I can't see me mince pies ain't as clever as they used to be. Truth Seeker. Let's see what Truth Seeker's saying. Let me go back up. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness or tyrannical rule. It's as simple as that. I know what I want for my country, family, and friends. Mate, that's why I'm here. It's the only reason why I'm here. You know, is because I care about people. I care about your futures. I care about your living conditions. I care about whether you've got a jackboot over your head. That's what I'm here for. You know, I'm not here for pleasantries. I'm not here to be liked. I couldn't care who likes me or hates me. I really don't give a rat's two back hind legs. I couldn't care. I really couldn't, you know. But I see the country in peril, and we have to, as decent people, we have to stand up and do something about it. You know what I mean? Before they decimate our way of life, before they lock us all into this tyrannical situation, and the tyranny really in this country comes through the monetary system. Can't pay your council tax, we're taking your house, we're going to take your stuff, we're going to put you in prison. What's that all about? Put you in prison for non-payment of a TV licence. Jesus. Bad enough of it all now. It's all coming on top. Anyway, I hope many of you are really starting to see it all now. Andrea Carol Taylor, hello, darling. Loving the prayer hands. I've just been picking up some coal bits in my log burner. I've just stacked up my log. I'm going to fire up the log burner about 4 o'clock. Awaken World, hello, Squire. How are you? Nice to see you. Harry Knapp says, what I can tell you from my service in Ireland is the British Secret Service manipulate the political situation to the suit British government elites. God is my witness. Mate, I'm telling you, yeah, it's been going on for years. You know, there was a guy that was the chief whip for Edward Heath's administration in 1972 and prior to that, because he took us into this European Union debacle, didn't he? As if we can't survive without the European fucking Union. Of course we can. We're English. You know, we're supposed to be a strong people. You know what I mean? We used to carry swords and shields and disembowel people by undrawn and quartering and chop their heads off years ago. We're hardcore people. We don't muck about. We don't, right? And we need to put the pride back into this country. We really, really do. Well, Edward Heath had a chief whip called Tim Fortescue. And Tim Fortescue's 30-second clip, he's on YouTube. And Tim Fortescue, who was the chief whip for that party, turned around and said, if any of our ministers come to us with scandal, we try our best to cover it up because we store up brownie points. Basically what he's saying is we've got them over a barrel. And he said that might be money, drugs, young boys. Mate, when he said that, my heart sunk. He come out and told the world that ministers get up to nefarious things with young children, and nobody in this country even looked up from their Sun newspaper for 30 seconds long enough to realise what he said. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we really do have the seat of Satan running this country. If it looks like the flu, it feels like the flu, it spreads like the flu, it's got a symptom like the flu, and it's a giraffe. Love it. Well, of course, nowadays, if you say you've got the flu, you're delirious. You've got, you what? Got the flu? You're delirious, son. You must have the vid-19. What's the matter with you? Come on. No one's got the flu. The flu's got the Benidorm. The flu went to Benidorm, didn't it, last year? Bugged on out, packed his bags, went ta-ta. Laters, no one gets the flu no more. What's the matter with you lot? No one gets the flu. I'm the walking miracle. Walking miracle. I've been licking doorknobs. I've been drinking from troughs. I've been non-wearing the mask. I've not had no vaccinations. I've had none of that stuff. I've not taken part in none of it. I've not had any lockdowns. I can't be dealing with all that. Why? I'm lacking corporate status. I'm not a corporate slave. And I'm still here. So I am the walking miracle. If ever you're out and about and you say, you've seen that, which you will on YouTube. Yeah, I have. Yeah. The walking miracle. Yeah, the walking miracle. He's on there. Bosh, have some of that. Confirmed by scientist Brian Cox. We live in a stimulation. Confirmed we live in a stimulation 11 years ago by David. Like, of course it's a stimulation. We all, listen, I told you guys the other week about a case that was solved years ago about a woman or someone got stabbed to death. I don't know if it was a rape thing or whatever, but the last images that were captured on her lenses of her eyes were what we used to convict the killer. So they'd taken the eyes out, the victim, obviously lying dead with a thingy out, and they've taken the eyes, they put them under a microscope, or they've managed to capture the very last images from the lenses of her eyes, and see the geezer, whoever it was that was killing the boss. I mean, it's a bit Frankenstein. And let me tell you, right, you know, people say, oh, medical science, it's a wonderful thing. Well, is it? I don't know. I've, in my life, had a very varied life and seen many things. And some of them have been nasty and some of them have been miraculous. One of them was when my dog no longer with me. She's on the sideboard behind me. She's in there now, bless her. She got hit by a car. And I swear to God that I screamed with all of my soul and something happened. It was like a flick and I just see her pop up in front of this car. But the time changed. It was like a bit of a scene from Marty, you know, Back to the Future. Something happened and I went, whoa. And I did see my dog pop up in front of the car. And anyway, she lived to tell the tale. Sadly, no longer with us. But so, yeah, there are a lot of things. But I many years ago, went and see my friend was working in Mason Hospital, and he said, come round, you know. He said, where are you? So I'm floating about. So we went in, I was working, and then we went in there. My old apprentice I had at the time, Peter J. Wadena, we went into the mortuary. He said, come round the back of the mortuary, and we watched this little old deer, bless her heart, be cut up, had her brain taken out, everything sorted out, and I tell you, it was a bit macabre and surreal. I was like, why are we doing this to bodies? For the sake of what? Medical science, really? I don't like it. There's my missus coming back with the horses now. They've been out riding. So, yeah, I'm not sure about autopsies and cutting people's, because, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it on here. It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. I don't see any need for why we're doing it. I really don't. I'm sick of trying to wake people up. Now it's getting a bit crazy and they still can't see it. Pete, leave them, mate. Don't worry about it. Just dust your sandals off, bruv, and move on. I can't be doing with trying to wake people up no more. Either they're going to get it or they're not. If they want this future, oh, hello. Bit of fighting going on out there with the horses. If they want this kind of a future, let them have it. They want to live under complete dictate by Boris and his cohorts of you can't go here, you've got to have a passport. You've got to have a passport to go into Asda's. What? Oh, yeah, you've got to see if you've had the thing. Yeah, that, you know, I'm like, no, hang on. This is England, the land of the free. What do you mean? I don't need a piece. How can a piece of paper define you? This is all about papers, please. Papers? I need to see your papers. You cannot go past here unless I see your paper. I don't like it. What the fuck? Nah, not that country. I never grew up in that country. Nah, I'm sorry, I never did. So yeah, Pete, it's a tough one, Pete. Trust me, it really is. Have we met? I've got a funny feeling that we might have met, Pete. I think I know who you are. I've got a funny feeling that me and you we know each other. Afternoon, Davey, baby. I'm glad you're back on the back. Go on, son. Yeah, UK media. Nice to see you, bruv. Yeah, we've done 20 minutes already. Where you been? You've been picking your nose. What you doing? So yeah, you know, it's all kicking off in Ireland. I don't know what's going on happening in Ireland. All I know is that the Duke is now gone, 99 years of age, died on the 9th. Turn them numbers upside down, you get 666. Bosh. Trouble is, David, it's our family and friends, Truth Seekers. Yes, mate, I know, but what can you do? What can you do? You know, if they want this future, let them have it. Let them have it. You know, this is the sad thing about all this, right? That us, when we're inspired, we can be such great creators. We can create anything, and everything that we make, you know, glasses, watches, but is a creation of someone's mind. It's you know, dumbbells, TVs, log burners is a creation of someone's mind. Like my log burner there, someone decided I'm going to start making log burners and start selling them. So they created that with their mind. They put it into practice. So they're living, and their destiny is that we're all creators. Don't matter. And don't forget to create. You can create bad things. You don't have to create good things. You can create bad things, destructive things. But the point is this: we fail to see, like, you know, the NHS. It's like, oh, stay at home, protect the NHS. Why? Why would I want to protect the NHS? I want to see the NHS working hard. I want to see it adapting. I want to see it making sure everyone's all right. I don't want to protect it and look at it like a golden calf. And if it fails, it failed trying, you know. And they say, oh, well, there's not enough respirators, Dave. This one's completely different from normal things. You know, normally ICUs and it don't normally get like this, but everyone needs a respirator. Fine. Make more respirators. Where's the problem? Make more respirators. Put your ingenuity into thingy. Make more respirators. It's like our country. You know, when it said, like, we're leaving the EU, and David Cameron come out and he looked like he'd been smacked by a mackerel, didn't he? You know, that morning after the thing went against him, you owe me a pint. I've met you, Dave. You still owe me a pint. Oh, do I? Oh, all right. I'll put that one in the wood, son. Put that one in the wood. Noisy tone. All right, Gorge. Pete. For a long time, mate. Never. Okay. I just thought you was Big Tall Pete from up north. Perhaps not. Dale Hunter. All right, Squire Alan Moore. Hello, mate. Is this your first time, Al? Oh, you're smooth. I tell you, I'm loving it. Thanks for popping in. So the point is this, right? For the last 35 years or slightly longer, I've been doing plumbing and heating and a bit of building work and all that sort of stuff, right? Now, I'm good when I work with my hands. You ask any ladies, they'll all tell you that I can finely tune an instrument, all right? I can't just sit and admire my skills. I can't just sit and admire my van. I have to work at it. And then if it's working hard, then I might be running out of a flux or a solder. I have to buy more. And I have to hope that there is more out there for me to use. You know, that's all part of our thing. So I'm a well-tuned machine in what I do for a living because this is the system that we live in. So the NHS should be like that. It shouldn't be just to look at. It shouldn't be cancelling operations for kids and elderly that got cancer. It shouldn't be cancelling. It should be working its hardest. And look, people say, oh, yeah, but they got to put their life at risk. I'll put my life at risk every single day. Every day I'll get out in my truck. I don't know whether I'm going to be involved in a road traffic accident. I don't know whether my mum's going to get a phone call, say your son's dead. You don't know. The point is this: you can't live in them fear-based realities because you never, ever live. And the purpose of life is to live, ladies and gentlemen. It's to live this existence and enjoy yourself whilst you're here, be in a high vibration and love one another. You know, I've carried on hugging. I've carried on looking out for people. I've carried on doing as much as I can. I've not taken one scrap of notice of any BBC commentary by their specialist people that are worthier than thou, that know all of everything, that are our messiahs now. All the state says you've got to stay at home. Fuck the state, excuse my French. I come into this world. I was created by God. I come in this world to live my life, be my destiny, be the master of my destiny, along with God's law. I didn't come into this world to be controlled by Boris Johnson and his fuckwits. I never did. Even at school, you know, I went to school with Tamer Hassan. You know, he'd done the film The Business and Fight, The Firm and all that. I went to school with Tamer. And all through my schooling, I was like, I had mates, but I'd done my own thing. I weren't never interested in doing and following. Oh, they're all doing that. Good luck to them. I couldn't give a fuck. I wanted to do my own stuff. I knew that I wanted to be in this world and be my own Do you know what I mean? Was a pleasure buying Dave a pint. Bless your heart, truth seeker. Listen, when we all get in the pubs, you just tease me out. You want to buy me a pint? I'm all yours. He's on one of those. It's your round. I've got to go now. No, I don't. I'll buy a round. Mind you, got to be a millionaire now to buy a round, haven't you? You got to sell a Harrison timepiece. All right, son, we'll be millionaires by Christmas. You can't go out in a pub now. Some pubs are over. Well, not as if the pubs are open. It's all gone mental, isn't it? But this is our pub. This is our public bar. This is our saloon bar. This is where we all come together and have little laughs and jokes. I can imagine some of you at home giggle and cringe at some of the things we say, but who cares? Life is for free speech. You know, Boris didn't say, oh, David, I can tell you what you can and can't say that muck comes out of your mouth. Because if Boris thinks that, I'm going to give him a pair of Winstons. You don't get to tell me what I can and can't say. I'm not a corporate entity. I've got no value in this corporate system no more. Do you know what I mean? Wow, I'm on a promise. Yes, mate, no worries. Truth seeker, what's your, I'm trying to put me right. So if you've bought me a pint we've met, I'm trying to think who you really are then. Same here. I've not let anyone see me seeing my daughter. She needs me. They can fuck off. I agree with you, mate. I've been going around to see me X2s. We're good friends. You're going around for the benefit. People need each other. Yeah, they do. Yeah, the hungry must be fed. You know, we're all magnetic beings. You know, like if you got a bad day, right, and you come home and your dog sat on the couch licking its balls, and it looks at you, hello, you're right, and you give it a big hug. All right, it's got smelly breath, but at the end of the day, it gives you an hug, and you feel that love, right? You feel the love. Yeah, then once you've had your hug, it goes back licking its balls and it cracks on and sleeps in the corner. It's the same when you go and see your mother or your father or your aunts, your uncles or your best pals or someone you're really excited to see. You give them a hug, you feel euphoric. You get all that. But government said they don't want you touching, they don't want you hugging because they're trying to take away your natural magnetic charismas. And this ain't about a V, is it? Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. 99.9% of people that get this flu-like symptom get over it. I hate touching lick balls. Don't blame you. My salty chocolate covered balls, wasn't it, that song? Fucking saucy. I refuse to drink a pint that's over £4. Exactly. It's a con, man. You know? And you get all these people, worried about your lungs. Don't you want to catch this V? You don't want to catch it. They're out there smoking and eating pizzas and drinking to their bladder, and you think, well, you love your immune system. Yeah, you must do. I hate touching lick balls. Oh, my son, yeah. Gosh, especially if they're out in the old chill. Get yourself a cold, mate. You've got to make sure you get kidney problems. You get chill in your kidneys like that. Shame we couldn't go to the pub and celebrate the death of the evil man, Jason Wills. I can imagine wherever he is, he's warm. Yeah, he's warm. Fancy saying I want to come back as the killer virus. Like I say, it could be your third wave coming, your big Mexican wave now coming, your Prince Philip wave is coming. Poof. You know, it's quite easy. My mate said to me the other day, he said, I think they're trying to depopulate us. He said, you know, we could be having wars and pestilences and all that. I went, do you not realise how easy it is to get rid of a load of people without anyone realising? He went, well, what do you mean? I said, nursing homes. Who gives a rat's fuck about the people in your nursing home when you've got the staff, technical staff looking after people and they jab and put them out of misery? I said, if you wanted to kill everyone in this country and no one really know about it, I said, I'd poison you through your tap waters and I'd spray the skies and put aerosols and all bugs in the sky so it got into your respiratory system. He went, fucking hell. He said, I didn't realise that. I said, yeah. No, I'll never forget a lesson when I was at school about the Third World War. And I was paying attention. My teacher, she said, people won't realise they're in the Third World War. Won't realise. Won't have a Scooby-Doo. Makes you wonder. Anyway, peeps, I'm up to half hour. I've been ranting. I love you all. Stay tuned. My Facebook profile is now back up online and we're getting loads of views over there. Keep it real. Don't let no one get you down. All right. Stay high vibrational. Be like that pastor in Canada. Start roaring like lions. See you soon. Take care.